So hi everyone. So today another new video that I am creating. So today's video is basically on the economic situation of our country and what is the current scenario, means how the students or aspirants who are willing to get into a job, they are basically how they should plan, how they should chalk out, and what would be their strategy to at least find a job, and how much time they need to devote, and how much is the what should be the roadmap for the entire process. So before I start the video, so I think everybody is doing well. The monsoon season is ongoing in the country, so more or less, but heavy rainfall is happening all over. So I'm basically from Kolkata, and so there is a whole lot of rainfall happening for the last 2 to 3 days over here. And at present, the scenario is like the heat was there, quite a lot of extreme heat was there for the last 3 4 months, basically from April onwards, mid March onwards. And now once it is in the month of, we have entered into the August month. So from the last week of July, basically the entire uh, rainfall, means the intensity of the rainfall have increased and all. So that is also creating a whole lot of distress also. That is, the rainfall is very much important, as we all know that for agriculture, for available, mm, plenty availability of water for all those high-rise buildings that are being developed, and people are living in um skyscrapers, basically tall buildings, and also the population and the density of population is quite uh, huge in our country. So if there is not proper rainfall is not happening, then the scarcity of water can just come, and it will make things really difficult, like we have seen in places like Bangalore and various other pockets of the country, like in cities in Rajasthan and all, where water is like a really very much is not so easy to find, means it is not easily available. So I have stayed in Rajasthan for quite a long time. Basically, I have stayed there for a stretch of like 10 years, and I have stayed in a building where it was basically like I used to get water in the morning for like 1 hour, and in the evening I used to we used to manage for another 1 hour. We used to have reservoirs over there. We used to fill the reservoirs whenever the water supply was provided. And that is also a big hurdle, because you won't be able to leave your uh, home at that point of time, because if you don't just fill the water, and then you won't be able to do anything throughout the entire day. So at present, the monsoon scenario, it is very important for proper monsoon, proper rainfall to happen. But at the same time, the infrastructure of our country needs to be developed a lot, because there are huge amount of waterlogging scenarios coming. And also the major distress that is being caused is the waterlogging and the electricity, like there are like if some cables are like cut and it is into the water. So in the news I have seen, like, very unfortunately, a woman have a young girl have died also, because electricity is basically it does just don't give any time, like uh, if in a waterlogged situation, I would like everyone to take care of it, that if someone is have to pass through a waterlogged street and all, at least make sure that you just don't get into it without ensuring that there is no live cables or wires that are put into the water, like at least when people are moving and going, and if it is like kept separated, and if it is no one is going through, or there is some kind of uh, instruction, or anyone is making you some instruction from the other side of the road, that don't get into the water, because there may be electricity, and also you need to be very much cautious and to take care of it. So now coming back to the topic of the video, it is basically today's video I have created on the current employment situation and the economic condition of our country. So as we all know that getting employment in today's scenario is really very difficult. At that same time, a whole lot of people are getting employment in the IT sector and other fields and other sectors also. But at the same time, it should be kept in mind that the scenario is not that much easy to find a job just when you are passing out from the college, or you are uh, not doing any job, or you are having experience but that experience is completely different, and you want to get into a job uh, that is suitable for you, that is something that permits you to live a proper normal life, and something that you aspire for. So for this reason it is very much important like to have this planning of like what you wish to do, like what career you wish to choose, or what is the goal basically, in which stream you want to get into from the very beginning of your career. Like it is something that you should also keep in mind. You should keep it in mind like when you are studying. So once you are in your high school and all, once you are in your high school, you should be able to choose. Like you should not get into other people's ideas basically, that no, this is the stream that you should choose. If your parents are saying, if your the relatives are saying, or friends are saying, or some senior person is saying, you should at least judge what is best for you, and how this future holds for you in this career, because you know your strength and your weaknesses. So that strength weakness analysis test you should always do for yourself, and make sure that whatever stream you are choosing, you are passionate about it, or you are willing to entirely uh, have your entire career in that proper stream, means the stream that you choose. But once you are a graduate, like you have done, you probably have not been able to figure out that which stream would be suitable for me and all, and there wasn't much thought about it, and you have basically passed your graduation and all. You probably nowadays, many guys are doing this BTech course in computer science or electronics. It is quite easy to get a seat into Indian college. But once you are done with your engineering, if you are not getting placement and all, so there is the hurdle, there is the roadblocks that you find, that what should I do after that. But once you are doing graduation also, after graduation, if you are not doing post graduation and all, so if you are looking for to job, if you are searching for job, at that scenario, it if you are not finding a job, proper job, uh, a fixed job, permanent job, if you are not finding it, then there are this kind of distress that comes into your mind, that how and what should I do. So for these all these things keeping in mind, I have made this video, like what I am feeling, what I feel I am sharing with you, that it is important, like from the very beginning, like once you have completed your education, you have a whole lot of amount of time. So whatever job you are trying, whatever job you are applying to the job portals, and you are approaching to the consultancies, job consultancies and all, they can find you a job basically because you are a fresh person, and you can learn a whole lot of things, and you can and you be a good fit, and the consultancies also get paid like in this way, like if they are providing fresh candidates and all. So all these things are okay. You can just find a job for yourself at the beginning, like a job maybe in your own domain, in your own sector, or in general stream. Like you can always find a customer care service job, a BPO job, and all these things. You make sure that the job is legitimate and there is nothing wrong with the job. So that much certainty you should have. But at the same time, once you are starting your career, you should always aspire for the long run, long time prospects. Like if you are having this mindset that I will be I am having like I have passed out at the age of like 24 or 22 or 23 or whatever is your age. So for a banking job, for IBPS and all this kind of job, you have a tenure of like 10 years or something. 32 or 33 years is the age limit, I believe, for this. So there is no point like for clerical PO, these exams you should always keep in mind, and you should have keep a track that when the application forms are open, and when is the last date for filling up the application form and submitting. And at the same time, you should remember that there should be a specific window, a specific time slot for you, for like 1 hour, one minimum of 1.5 hours or 2 hours, that you should devote for yourself. You should do your study, and you should prepare for your job, means this government jobs basically. For engineering people, similarly, there are a whole lot of jobs that are having a cut-off age limit of like 30 to 32 years or 35 years or 30. So if you are aspiring from the very beginning, so it won't be very much like impossible for you to crack, because every year if you are seeing that the notifications are coming, and you are eligible to appear for the exams up to that certain age limit, so you should apply for that, and you should be very much able to figure out that when the application forms are being open, and when is the last time to fill the application form, what is the fee, and you should properly pay the fee and fill the application form, and you should prepare at the same time and appear for the examinations. And so this way around, what will happen is that you are having one job, you are secure that you are doing a private job also. If the job is not stable or something, then you should always, it means it is always very much important to have this plan B. Like if you are doing a stable job also, then also that plan B should also be always be there. Because like for any individual, like once you are not married and all, you don't have a family of your own, you can work like for 14-15 hours or something like that. You can work also in the weekends, and over time you can also do. So over the normal period of your tenure of your work, you can do more. But once you are into your family, then definitely you need to give priority to your family also. So these important decisions at the very beginning of your career is very much important. And so that if you are aspiring for like 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, and it doesn't take basically that much amount of time, if you are focused and if you are doing it in a sincere way, then like for 3 to 4 years, if you devote, or max 5 to 7 years, you would be able to land a proper job, government job for yourself. And that would be like a fixed time job. Yes, there may be some overtime, there may be some pressure at banking job. There is a whole lot of pressure nowadays. You have to basically deal with the public all the time in your branch, and those things are okay. But there is this proper timings, and there is not like that much amount of target you need to achieve and all these things which comes in a private job. Like everything is a target oriented kind of a situation. Like if you're doing an engineering job also, there is a certain deadline that you need to meet and all. So all these things are not that much rigid in a government job. And at the same time, I really support the government jobs and everything, because there is a good work-life balance, that you can work for a tenure of like 9 hours at a stretch for 5 days a week or 6 days a week. Basically 6 days a week. There is not like 9 hours on the weekend. On Saturday you work for, like in a government job, basically it is a tenure of like, you, if you need to go, you have that leave. Your work hours is up to like 2 p.m. and all. So rest of the time you can devote for your family, and that is also very important, because life is one. So you should not, or you won't like it this way, that you are working 14, 15 hours, 16 hours every single day, and only you are having that much time only for you to sleep and all. So in the initial stage, if you're also doing a private job, that much amount of dedication you should have. Like if I am getting like every day, you want to be working like 14 hours at certain peak seasons, or at like when there is a real requirement of like fulfilling the deadline, to meeting the target and or the deadline, then only there will be a span of like 2 to 3 months when you need to work, like in the year, that you need to work for like 14, 15 hours, 16 hours, or sometimes like that. But basically max to max you will be working like 12 hours a day. So once you are doing 12 hours of work, so you can definitely spend like 1.5 hours, 1 hour for you, 1 hour for yourself. So that 1 hour, 1.5 hour, if you accumulate for like a span of like 6 months or like 9 months or 1 year, and you are basically uh, just doing your preparations well, so that won't be a issue. That won't create any hurdle for you in eventually in the future to like uh, crack your government jobs and examinations. So this thing I would like for every single aspirants or students, or whoever is watching this video. And once you are inside your age limit, once you are having that permissible age limit for yourself, so you should not neglect that thing. You should not be able to uh, just not put focus on that well-being of yourself, because it is very much important that whatever you do it for the mm, entire span of your life. And you should consider like when is the right time for you to have these decisions. And once the time is gone, then there is no point just thinking that why I'm doing this job, and how should I be able to continue this job for the entire tenure of my life and something. Because there are a whole lot of kind of jobs available at present. Because if you are working in the BPO sector and all, you know how much stressful that job is. Basically, I'm not saying that BPO job or a call center job or a customer care job is bad, but you can be able to do it for like 5, 7, 8, 10 years. People are doing it for like the whole entire span also. But I don't think that that is a very much good idea, because very few people are doing it as a full-time job for their entire span of life. Similarly, if you are like doing more hard kind of a job, like if you are working as a delivery person or a delivery executive. There is nothing wrong in doing that job, but at the same time you should remember that there are a whole lot of hurdles, that your personal life and your everything is under a whole lot of stress. And if you can find a government job, there are a whole lot of jobs like this staff selection commission jobs are there, which doesn't require, like, I believe 10 or 12 qualified persons can appear for those. There are a whole lot of jobs always comes in the railway sector also, so apart from the banking sector and all. And also you should always keep it in mind that as a graduate, whatever is your graduation, whatever is your stream in graduation, maybe you're a BTech, or maybe you are a basic graduate, or you have done your master's, you have done an MBA also, post graduation you have also completed. But at the same time, apart from appearing for all other jobs, there is always this public service commissions jobs, state level PSC jobs that are always that have quite a big means tenure for your age limit, because in West Bengal the age for clerical and for the means public service commission, uh, WBCS, West Bengal civil service examinations, there are like group means BDO is the last section. It's like for group D, and group if it starts from like A, B, C, D. There are four categories for WPCS executives basically. So these executives, the age limit for WPCS, West Bengal Civil Service Officer executive, is like up to 39 years, and you can apply for as many times. Means from 21 is the minimum age, and then up to 39 means it is a cumulative of around 18 years. You can uh, always sit for the exams. No, it is presently like not every year these exams are being conducted, but like in a span of like 3 years, 4 years maximum means the notification is out and the results are being published. It takes around 3 to 4 years time at present. So at least if you can uh, break it down, so you will be appearing for like 6 7 times, 6 to 8 times at an average for uh, West Bengal civil service executive role, and for clerical, for similarly for the public service commission clerical role, miscellaneous role, similarly it's like 3 to 4 years. Once three in the 3 and 4 years, the notifications and the entire recruitment system is getting completed. So for other states also the similar things are there. Similarly, maybe that the age limit is like different, maybe it is 36 37 years or something, or maybe it is 39 years, and it takes around like 2 to 3 years for the entire process to get completed. So like you can appear for like 6 8 times if you're starting from your very beginning. And I believe like if you are sincere, if you are doing it properly, then there is no point like you won't be getting that job, and you definitely would be able to have that means you would be able to reach your goal. It's your bullseye if you can target that, and you can stay focused on everything. So definitely it will be possible for you. So always I believe that everyone should keep this thing in mind and should prepare accordingly. And at present scenario, government is also reducing the job number of employments and everything. So there are a whole lot of issues coming up, like that. Everyone knows that uh, because of this much interest of people to find a government job and all, and there are like a whole lot of things like corruptions and some all these charges are also being coming up. So there are investigations being done, and court cases are being done once the merit lists are getting published and all. So that these things are creating a roadblock, and but these things won't be there forever, because governments and the administrative bodies, they are also keen to make this process entirely fair, and they want recruitment means this recruitment process should be regular, and there should be a specific timeline within which this recruitment process should be completed. And also similarly, like, there is a huge amount of population in our country. So, and the how the court and the entire judiciary system is there, because in public employment and all, if there is like PIL are being filed and all, so in those cases the hearings does take place, and if someone applies for like a stay in the recruitment process, and that stay is being granted by a single bench in the state level high court, and then it can move to the division bench for more further appeals, and that whole lot of things, because there are like more parties getting involved, more people are getting into the employment whatever is their allegation and all. So to justify all this thing, to do the proper hearing, it takes a whole lot of time. So these things are happening in state level school service commission exams. Yes, that is also something you should always aspire for. School service commission examinations means your government job, government school teaching jobs, for like there are segregated into primary sections and up to fifth standard, fifth to eighth standard. It's called upper primary. It's something. This is the way it is in West Bengal. And for ninth and 10th standard, there is a separate examinations, and for 11, 12, 9, 10, 9, 10th and 11, 12 standard, there is a separate exam. 5 to 8, it's called upper primary, it's a separate exam. And for primary, it is like up to 5th standard. So these are having good salary at present. Salary ranges from like minimum 35,000 or something, and it is like initially for 11, 12 and all, it is 55 or something, 55,000. So it is not only about the salary, but also it is important to like get into a government job, because it is not that much stressful. For a teacher in our state level teaching job, it is something that is the span of like you need to work for like higher classes, 5 to 8. It will be a tenure of like 10:30 to 4:30 or maximum 5 p.m. in the evening. So 10:20, 10:10 maybe. So it is, you can find it's like a 10 to 5 job basically. And if you are commuting to your workplace and everything, it will take around 9 to 10 hours basically. For primary section, the timings are a bit less also. So all these things you should consider once you are young, and once you are having that much window, means that much time you are having, because time is the key. Once you are not taking a note of it, or you are neglecting it only for the sake of earning money, and you are doing it and doing it, once you end up finding that your age is not more permissible for this kind of job and all, so if that time you're repenting, that won't be doing any help. So it is important to act properly, act fast, and to keep all these things in your mind and prepare accordingly. So I hope this video is helpful. Everybody is into the fact that yes, means whoever is watching this video will agree to whatever means my ideas are, what I have shared in the video. So everyone take care, and everyone like the videos, and if you really like the video, subscribe the channel and share these videos to whoever and whomsoever is means will be benefited from these videos and all. So I will be back again with some another video. So for the timing, bye bye, and take care everyone. Bye.